4th of July and other summer holidays are fast approaching, and with that, lots of parties and lots of drinking, of course. But tonight, our Call 6 investigators have uncovered where drunk drivers are most likely to be on the road.
It's information that could have you changing when and where you drive and ultimately save your life. Call 6 investigator Kara Kinney joins us now with what she uncovered. Kara?
That's right, Erica. We analyzed more than 25,000 drunk driving crashes and identified where drunk drivers crash in Indiana, right down to the intersection in your neighborhood.
Earl Poole was on his way to breakfast.
Just the metal hitting metal. The next thing I knew, I was laying over the back seat. It broke the seat down.
The Army veteran had been rear-ended by a drunk driver.
911 emergency. You have a property accident.
It happened here at 16th and Georgetown, an intersection we found is a drunk driving hotspot. We found 11 DUI crashes there over the past 5 years. It's recently been changed to a roundabout.
6:30 in the morning, impact like that just kind of surprised me.
Earl is one of more than 10,000 people injured in the last 5 years in drunk driving crashes in Indiana. More than 700 have been killed. The Call 6 investigators analyzed 25,000 drunk driving crashes and mapped them. We found DUI crash zones all over Indiana. In terms of interstates, I-65 southbound in Marion County, just past the Meridian Street exit, had the most crashes overall with 8. 6 injured. On city streets, 16th and Georgetown had the most impaired driving crashes, followed by 38th and Kessler, Meridian and Georgia streets, and Southeastern and Sheridan Avenues with 6 drunk driving crashes each. Outside of Marion County, Schuyler Avenue and Sagamore Parkway in Tippecanoe County is a hot spot with 6 drunk driving wrecks, as well as US 31 in Main Street in Johnson County with 5, and US 31 in Lincoln Road in Howard County, also with 5 DUI crashes. We shared our findings with Mothers Against Drunk Driving social worker Lael Hill.
It was quite alarming. What you found will help us in our organization to be able to do community outreach and reach out to victims.
Hill hopes law enforcement will use the data to help choose locations for patrols and sobriety checkpoints.
And these aren't accidents, they're crashes, and they can be avoided.
We showed our drunk driving hotspots to Indianapolis Metro Police as they worked a DUI checkpoint.
Is what we found helpful to you?
There's no such thing as too much data. Yeah, the more the merrier. We welcome the help.
Sergeant Mike Duke says drunk driving crash zones usually have 2 things in common. They're major thoroughfares and they're close to bars and restaurants.
You invented a Marion County Traffic Safety Partnership sobriety checkpoint. Can I see your driver's license and registration?
Sure.
How does this impact people who say this doesn't affect me?
Well, first of all, I can tell you that center line is just a suggestion. And the people coming toward you, they may be that drunk driver.
Duke says on Friday and Saturday nights, 10% of drivers are drunk. 5 years after the crash, Earl Poole is still recovering from his injuries. The drunk driver, Tina Testerman, pleaded guilty, and 2 years after hitting Earl, she was arrested again for drunk driving and served 11 days in jail. Earl is glad we're spreading the word about drunk driving hotspots. He still gets uneasy behind the wheel.
And if you hear tires squealing behind you, you kind of cringe and start looking in the rearview mirrors to see if they're coming at you.
As for top spot 16th in Georgetown, we were surprised to learn that most of the drunk driving crashes happened when races were not at the track.
So what should you do, Kara? Just avoid those hotspots altogether? Or?
Well, obviously one thing to do is avoid going out on Friday and Saturday nights onto the roads. Another thing you can do is you can go to our website, theindychannel.com. We have a slew of maps. You can actually zoom in right to your neighborhood and see where drunk driving crashes are happening. A lot of food for thought as we approach those summer holidays.
Yeah, I zoomed into my neighborhood earlier this evening. Very helpful information. Yes. Thank you, Kara.